Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. This is your Z107.7 local news for Saturday, June 8th, 2024. Water is a pretty important part of living here in the high desert. Unlike other areas of Southern California, the water coming into our homes and businesses is pulled straight up from the aquifer below our feet and not piped in from hundreds of miles away. Of course, your body depends on that water to survive, with every cell, tissue, and organ needing it to work correctly, maintain temperature, remove waste, and lubricate your joints. Good hydration also keeps your eyes from drying out, and it's essential for overall good health. So making sure you get enough water every day is critical, but in an area that is famous for being wide open and hot, where do you go for water when you run out? Joining us with some ways you can cool down here in the high desert is reporter Hillary Sloan.
Your body requires at least 8 servings of 8-ounce glasses of water daily. Maintain a scheduled practice of drinking water, particularly in the desert and during the summer. There are all sorts of water bottles to bring with you on your daily journey. But what if you run out of water? I have found water fountains at many parks, such as Big Morongo Preserve, Essex Park, Covington Park, Black Rock, and Indian Cove. There are also public fountains at the park's West entrance and the 29 Palms entrance, as well as Black Rock, 29 Palms Community Center, and 29 Palms Senior Center. The desert is particularly demanding on your body. Even if you spend the day running errands and shopping, you will lose water to sweat and even breath. Drink water frequently, eat a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, and limit alcohol intake. If you plan a day of strenuous activity in the park or outside in the heat, consider drinking about 16 fluid ounces 2 hours before heading out. Drink often and take many smaller sips to hydrate continually. For more information about hydration, visit our website at Z107.7fm.com. For Z107.7, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
Thanks, Hillary. I also love the water fountain at Desert Hardware in 29 Palms. It's right inside the door and super cold. And it is indeed heating up this weekend, and the high des is in the middle of an excessive heat warning, something that's a little uncommon for this early in June. And even though this weekend's heat wave isn't expected to last much past Sunday, it's smart to start clocking ways to keep the heat at bay once it arrives for good. If your AC or swamp cooler struggles to keep the temps down on an especially hot or humid day, there's libraries in Joshua Tree, 29 Palms, and Yucca Valley that all have free Wi-Fi, air conditioning, water fountains, and of course, access to the entirety of the world's shared knowledge. Visiting shops is a great way to meet folks in the community and support local businesses. When out and about, don't forget about art galleries, nonprofits, or museums that would be happy to have visitors in the summer when foot traffic can slow to a crawl. The High Desert Nature Museum in Yucca Valley is free and fun for the whole family, and there are senior and community centers in 29 Palms, along with visitor centers in the National Park that have free and informative exhibits that can teach you a thing or two while keeping you out of the sun. But if the heat doesn't intimidate you and you still feel like getting outside on a hot day, stay hydrated, of course, and head to the Big Morongo Canyon Preserve halfway down the hill. The unique riparian habitat is usually more shaded and quite a few degrees cooler than the high desert. If you have any free or unique ways you're keeping things cooler as summer approaches, we want to hear about them. Email them to summer@z107.7fm.com. This month's second Saturday art crawl is happening tonight in downtown Joshua Tree. Reporter Gabriel Hart has the rundown on the galleries opening their doors tonight to the warm desert air.
Art Queen presents Form and Fire, an all-female group show specializing in ceramics, featuring Rena Danielle, April Adewole, Mary Dennis, and Kim Martin. Opening reception from 6 to 8 with refreshments. La Matadora presents Viva la Luchadora, plus Defiled Part 7 art party group show from 6 to 9, featuring live music from 2 touring bands from Tucson, Arizona, Bug Club at 7 p.m. and the websites at 8 p.m. Luchador masks will also be for sale. The Luchadora Mania doesn't stop there. Across the street will be the Mucha Lucha Gemini party at Taylor Junction's Punk Rock Museum, featuring Tequila Mockingbird, the Karma Dealers, Cat Museum, and Mucha Lucha Pillow Fighting at 9 p.m. Further connecting the art punk constellation in downtown Joshua Tree, Rock and Rapture will be featuring original signed and numbered limited edition punk rock photos by the iconic San Francisco punk photographer Ruby Ray, featuring photos of Exene Cervenka of X, The Cramps, Sid Vicious, Darby Crash, Alex Bag, The Avengers, and more. Ruby's book is also available, which features over 200 of her incredible photos. And finally, Hey There Projects presents West of Yesterday, a desert-themed group show, opening reception from 6 to 9. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Gabriel Hart.
Here's some good news for kids and parents in the Morongo Unified School District who rely on the public transit to get them around the DES. Basin Transit has announced that students will be able to ride the bus for free starting in July of this year and lasting all the way until June of 2025. Made possible through a grant from the Low Carbon Transit Operations Program, Basin Transit says that all students K through 12 in the MUSD can flash their student or government-issued ID to the bus driver and ride anywhere that Basin Transit serves. Basin Transit offers 6 local fixed-route bus services and 2 commuter fixed-route bus services connecting riders to Palm Springs. They also offer an on-demand origin-to-destination service known as Ready Ride, which is primarily a paratransit service for individuals who live with disabilities, but it also serves the public who don't have access to the fixed-route system. The grant that is providing the funds for the program was created to provide operating and financial assistance for transit agencies to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and improve mobility for California residents, with a priority on serving disadvantaged communities. The free fares for students start in July, and you can find your closest bus stop or see the routes that Basin Transit runs by visiting their website, www.basin-transit.com. If you're interested in creating some art of your own, but you need some guidance or inspiration, the Sketchbook Church returns to 29 Palms tomorrow morning. Here with the drawing details on the free event is semi-professional doodler Jeff Harmatz.
Sketchbook Church is a gathering featuring what they describe as gonzo group sketchbook games. This is the second time Sketchbook Church has congregated, and the event is led by cartoonist and screen printer Walker Metling, who calls the event fun, secular, and weird. All ages and all skill and comfort levels are welcome. Metling will provide sketchbooks and pencils at this free hour-long event scheduled for 11 a.m. tomorrow morning at Corner 62, located at 73552 29 Palms Highway, Suite 3 in 29 Palms. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Jeff Harmatz.
The proposed Chuckwalla National Monument is just one of many Southern California public lands that will be a topic at a community meeting next Friday put on by the Bureau of Land Management. According to a press release from the Department of the Interior, the meeting is being held as a part of the Biden administration's commitment to support locally led conservation efforts here in Southern California. The BLM manages about 15% of California's lands. That's 15 million acres of coasts, mountains, forests, rivers, lakes, and of course, desert, with the surrounding Mojave and Colorado deserts meeting in our namesake's national park and a newly proposed 600,000-acre national monument in the Chuckwalla region just south of us. Keeping those public lands protected and accessible is an issue that can affect everyone here in the high desert. If all this talk of free public lands has piqued your interest, you'll want to clear your schedule for the morning of Friday, June 12th. The community meeting will be taking place that morning from 10 a.m. to noon, one county over at the Riverside County Fairgrounds in Indio. The meeting is open to the public and the doors will open at 9:30. You can check this story on our website for details on next Friday's meeting, as well as our reporting on the proposed Chuckwalla National Monument and some local concerns about the area from longtime locals like the First Class Miners. Find that at www.Z107.7fm.com. And if you're heading out to explore those public lands this weekend or anytime in the next few months, don't forget that a small portion of the Whitewater Preserve has been closed due to fire concerns. We have a map of the closure at our website and a link to the BLM's press release. Let's hope the entire West Coast has a cool and calm wildfire season this year. And that's your news for Saturday. You can hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting out of Joshua Tree, California, alongside the award-winning Z107.7 news team, I'm Robert Hayden.